Hello, design lovers, and welcome back to the Daily House Ideas. Today, we're taking you on a magical farmhouse Christmas kitchen tour that celebrates rustic charm and festive elegance. Imagine cozy wood tones, fresh greenery, and wreaths that welcome the season with open arms. Whether you're decorating your first farmhouse or refreshing your holiday style, this tour will inspire you with practical tips and beautiful details. If you love transforming spaces with warmth and character, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our design inspiration. Don't forget to like this video and share your favorite farmhouse Christmas ideas in the comments below. Let's start where your guests first experience the holiday spirit to your farmhouse exterior. The key to farmhouse Christmas curb appeal lies in balancing rustic authenticity with festive charm. Think weathered wood shutters flanking your windows, a classic board damp batten facade in warm white or soft gray, and a welcoming front porch with sturdy columns. For Christmas, drape fresh garland along the porch railings, securing it with natural jute twine. Add oversized pinnacones and red berries tucked into the greenery for that perfect pop of color. Hang a statement wreath on your front door. Choose one with eucalyptus, white berries, and a burlap bough to maintain that coveted farmhouse aesthetic while celebrating the season beautifully. Step inside to an entryway that sets the tone for your entire farmhouse Christmas experience. This hard-working space combines function with holiday beauty through thoughtful layering. Start with a reclaimed wood bench featuring a distressed finish perfect for removing boots and displaying wrapped gift boxes. Above it, mount a large vintage-inspired mirror with a weathered frame. Then drape a simple garland across the top with battery-operated fairy lights. Install rustic hooks for coats and hats, decorating them with mini wreaths tied with plaid ribbon. Place a galvanized metal tray for keys alongside a small potted rosemary tree trimmed like a Christmas tree. Complete the look with a jute doormat layered over a larger natural fiber rug for a welcoming texture. Your farmhouse living room becomes the heart of Christmas gatherings when you layer textures and natural elements thoughtfully. Center the space around a substantial reclaimed wood coffee table styled with a wooden dough bowl filled with fresh greenery, mercury glass ornaments, and pillar candles in varying heights. Drape your mantle with lush garland punctuated by white candles in lanterns and vintage brass candlesticks. The key to farmhouse Christmas style is what designers call collected eclecticism, mixing old and new pieces that tell a story. Range plaid throw pillows on your neutral linen sofa, add a chunky knit throw and cream, and place a vintage wooden ladder in the corner displaying quilts and stockings for dimensional, lived-in charm. The magic of farmhouse Christmas living rooms lies in abundant fresh greenery that brings the outdoors in. Create visual interest by varying your greenery types. Combine traditional pine with eucalyptus, cedar, and magnolia leaves for sophisticated texture. Fill vintage crocks and ironstone pitchers with greenery stems, placing them on side tables and windowsills throughout the room. Hang oversized wreath above the sofa using wide burlap ribbon, keeping it simple with just greenery and perhaps white berries. Tuck smaller wreaths inside empty picture frames, leaning against the wall for unexpected charm. Remember, farmhouse style embraces imperfection, so let some stems cascade naturally rather than forcing them into rigid arrangements that feel too formal or contrived. Now, we arrive at the star of our tour, the Farmhouse Christmas Kitchen, where rustic wood meets festive warmth. A successful farmhouse kitchen balances open shelving with glass front cabinetry, typically painted in soft white or sage green, paired with butcher block or reclaimed wood countertops. Your kitchen island becomes a focal point for holiday styling, so keep it functional while adding seasonal touches. The beauty of farmhouse design is its emphasis on form follows function. Every decorative element can serve a purpose. During Christmas, This means incorporating holiday greenery that also adds wonderful natural fragrance, displaying vintage bakeware that you'll actually use for holiday cookies, and showcasing everyday items like wooden cutting boards and crocks that enhance your farmhouse aesthetic year-round. Open shelving offers the perfect canvas for displaying your farmhouse Christmas collection with personality and purpose. Start by establishing visual balance using the rule of thirds. Group items in odd numbers for the most pleasing arrangements. Mix functional pieces like white ironstone dishes and vintage enamelware with decorative elements like small bottle brush trees and mercury glass ornaments. Tuck fresh greenery stems behind plates and along shelf edges, letting some cascade naturally over the edges. Display wooden bread boards vertically, leaning them against the wall, and intersperse vintage glass bottles in amber and green tones. Add small brass candlesticks with white taper candles for warmth. The key is creating what designers call curated abundance, plenty to look at without appearing cluttered or overwhelming. Don't overlook the details that make your farmhouse kitchen cabinets shine during the holidays. Traditional farmhouse cabinetry features simple shaker-style doors and painted finishes, accented with all-rubbed bronze or matte black hardware that adds contrast and visual weight. For Christmas, tie small sprigs of greenery with plaid ribbon to several cabinet knobs, not all of them, which would be overwhelming, but strategically placed for subtle festive charm. If you have glass front cabinets, style the interior with stacked white dishes, vintage copper molds, and small evergreen sprigs tucked between plates. This technique, called layering, creates depth and interest. Consider adding a garland swag above your cabinets if you have space between them and the ceiling, draping it naturally with some pinnacones attached. Your farmhouse kitchen countertops deserve thoughtful Christmas styling that maintains workspace functionality while adding seasonal beauty. Create a focal vignette near your sink or stove using a vintage wooden tray as your foundation. This contains the arrangement and makes it easy to move when you're cooking. Fill the tray with a small potted herb plant like rosemary shaped as a mini tree, a white ceramic pitcher with greenery, and a few scattered pinnacones or cinnamon sticks that add natural fragrance. Near your coffee station, arrange a collection of vintage enamelware mugs on a tiered stand with small ornaments tucked between them. Place a cutting board prop against the backsplash with a small wreath hung from its handle for vertical interest that draws the eye upward. Even your refrigerator deserves farmhouse Christmas styling attention in this comprehensive tour. Many modern farmhouse kitchens feature panel-ready refrigerators that blend seamlessly with cabinetry, or classic white appliances that maintain the clean, bright aesthetic. For a temporary Christmas transformation, create a magnetic wreath using a grapevine base with attached magnets on the back, perfect for metal refrigerator doors. Alternatively, if your fridge has a smooth surface, use removable adhesive hooks to hang a lightweight wreath that won't damage the finish. Style the top of your refrigerator, often overlooked, with vintage baskets filled with greenery and a large ceramic crock with tall branches. Add a strand of battery-operated lights tucked behind these elements for a warm glow during evening hours. Your stove area becomes a striking focal point when you embrace farmhouse Christmas styling with intention and restraint. If you have a vintage-inspired range with a decorative range hood, drape a simple garland along the top edge, securing it with removable adhesive hooks that won't damage your surface. Flank your stove with matching crocks or pitchers filled with tall greenery branches and curly willow for height variation. Place a vintage breadboard beside the stove leaning against the backsplash, tied with a plaid ribbon bow. If you have open space on either side, add white ceramic canisters with labels like flour and sugar for authentic farmhouse function. Keep this area relatively minimal since it's a working space. The key is adding beauty without interfering with your actual cooking activities during the busy holiday season. Transform your coffee station into a cozy farmhouse Christmas moment that makes every morning feel special throughout the season. Start with your small coffee machine positioned on a wooden cutting board or rustic tray to define the space and protect your countertop. Range your mugs on a small wooden mug rack or hang them from cup hooks mounted under your cabinets, choosing mugs in white, cream, or with subtle holiday patterns like buffalo check. Add a small glass jar filled with cinnamon sticks and another with peppermint candy canes for festive stirring options. Place a miniature bottle brush tree beside your machine and tuck a small evergreen sprig with red berries into a vintage creamer pitcher. This creates what designers call a micro moment, a small, perfectly styled vignette that brings joy every single day. The farmhouse dining room at Christmas celebrates gathered togetherness through a rustic elegance and natural materials that create warmth without formality. Center your reclaimed wood or chinky farmhouse table with a runner made from burlap or grain sack fabric. Then layer it with fresh greenery running the entire length. Intersperse white pillar candles in varying heights along the greenery, using simple glass hurricanes or wooden candle holders for safety. Set each place with simple white dishes, layering them with natural woven chargers underneath for texture. Add plaid cloth napkins tied with twine and a sprig of rosemary or a small ornament at each setting. Hang a statement chandelier above the table, perhaps a wrought iron piece or weatherwood beam fixture, and wrap it lightly with greenery garland for cohesive holiday beauty. Your farmhouse family room offers a more relaxed Christmas atmosphere than the formal living room, perfect for movie nights and casual gatherings. Range comfortable seating around your flat-screen TV, which can be incorporated into farmhouse style by mounting it above a reclaimed wood console or within a shiplap accent wall. The key is balancing technology, with rustic textures surround the TV with vintage frames, greenery wreaths, and wooden signs with holiday messages. Place a large basket filled with cozy throws and Christmas pillows beside the sofa for easy access. Add a rustic coffee table styled simply with a wooden tray holding pine cones, candles, and a small evergreen arrangement. String garland along the top of your TV console, draping it naturally with some battery lights for evening ambience. Your farmhouse home office space deserves Christmas cheer that inspires productivity while maintaining the serene, organized aesthetic essential for focused work. Start with a unique small desk, perhaps a vintage writing table or a simple wooden desk with turn legs characteristic of farmhouse style. Position a small vintage radio on the desk, both functional and decorative, playing soft Christmas music while you work. Add a small desk clock with farmhouse appeal look for weathered wood or simple metal designs rather than ornate pieces. Hang a small wreath on the wall above your desk using a ribbon, and place a tiny potted evergreen on your desktop beside your pencil holder. Keep this space relatively minimal since it's a working area, but these subtle touches bring holiday joy without creating visual clutter that distracts from tasks. Create a magical farmhouse Christmas reading nook that becomes your favorite retreat for quiet moments throughout the holiday season. Position a comfortable upholstered chair near a window, choosing one with neutral linen or cotton fabric that embodies farmhouse simplicity. Layer it with a chunky knit throw in cream or oatmeal tones, and several pillows, including buffalo check and linen textures. Place a small side table with a weathered wood finish beside the chair, styling it with a white ceramic mug, a stack of vintage Christmas books tied with twine, and a small lantern with a battery candle. Drape a garland along the window frame above the nook, and add a small wreath hung with ribbon from a corner of the window. This creates an intimate, inspired space perfect for relaxation. Your farmhouse bedroom becomes a serene Christmas sanctuary through subtle, restrained holiday touches that promote peaceful sleep and restful mornings. Start with your bed as the focal point. Layer white or cream linens with a plaid duvet or throw at the foot for seasonal pattern. Add Euro pillows in linen, followed by standard pillows, and finish with small accent pillows featuring subtle holiday motifs like snowflakes or pine trees. Hang a simple wreath above the bed using a long ribbon, keeping it understated for this restful space. Style your nightstands with white ceramic lamps, a small evergreen sprig in a vintage bottle, and perhaps a pine-scented candle. If you have a bedroom bench at the foot of your bed, drape it with a quilted throw and place a basket with extra blankets beside it. Transform your farmhouse bathroom into a spa-like Christmas retreat through simple, fresh holiday elements that maintain the clean, aesthetic bathrooms require. Hang a eucalyptus and evergreen wreath on your bathroom mirror using a removable adhesive hook or ribbon over the top. Choosing one without heavy decorations that might feel overwhelming in this smaller space. Style your wasteful sink area minimally with a white ceramic soap dispenser, a small tray holding hand towels rolled and tied with twine, and a vintage glass jar with cotton balls. In the shower area, hang fresh eucalyptus from the shower head. The steam releases wonderful aromatherapy properties. Place a small wooden stool beside your tub with rolled white towels, a few pine cones, and a white candle for a luxurious, hotel-inspired touch. Don't neglect your farmhouse garage. During the Christmas season, this hard-working space can balance function with festive touches that make coming and going more joyful. If you have pegboard or wall storage systems, hang a simple wreath among your tools and supplies for unexpected charm. Style a workbench with a vintage toolbox filled with greenery and battery lights, creating a focal point visible when the garage door opens. Add hooks for hanging wreaths or greenery you're working with, and use galvanized metal bins labeled for Christmas storage. These look attractive while serving a practical purpose. If you have windows in your garage, place small potted evergreens on the sills. String simple white lights along exposed beams if your garage has them, creating a welcoming atmosphere when you arrive home during dark winter evenings. Extend your farmhouse Christmas style outdoors to your patio, creating a cozy winter wonderland perfect for enjoying crisp holiday evenings. Start with weather-resistant furniture in natural materials like teak or metal with distressed finishes characteristic of farmhouse design. Layer outdoor cushions in neutral tones with plaid throw pillows and blankets stored in a weathered wooden chest nearby. String cafe lights overhead between posts or along your patio cover for magical ambience. Create a centerpiece on your outdoor dining table using a metal trough filled with evergreen branches, pine cones, and white birch logs. Place lanterns in varying sizes around the patio with battery candles. Inside, these provide light without worry about wind. Add potted evergreens in galvanized buckets flanking your patio or for welcoming greenery. Thank you for joining me on this complete farmhouse Christmas kitchen tour that truly celebrated every space in your home. Remember, successful farmhouse holiday decorating is about embracing natural materials, creating layers of texture, and mixing vintage finds with new pieces that tell your unique story. Start with fresh greenery as your foundation. Add rustic wood tones throughout, and keep things simple yet intentional. Don't forget to subscribe to the Daily House Ideas for more inspiring home design content delivered regularly. We're here to help you create spaces you absolutely love. Hit that like button if this tour inspired you. And please share your favorite farmhouse Christmas tips in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you're decorating your spaces this season. Until next time, happy decorating, and may your home be filled with warmth, joy, and beautiful design.